Good morning, students. Today we are going to start with EVS Chapter 12 Changing Times. I request you all to open your textbook and read along with me. So let's begin. Chapter 12 Changing Times. My name is Nilabhai. This is an old story. I was a young child at that time. My father used to work as a land laborer in the field. Now I am spending retired life. I would like to share my experiences of those days with you. Children, here is the story of Nilabhai, and it is very old story. When he was young at that time, and what his father was doing, his father was working in a farm, and he was as a land labor. Okay, so nowadays he is spending his retired life. He wanted to share his experiences with all of us. So let's see what he is saying. A big move. That was about 70 years ago. I remember the time when I was 10 years old. That time we lived in Tando village of Aliar. It is now in Pakistan. At that time we suffered a lot. There was lot of hustle bustle. I could not understand what was happening. One day, father told us that we had to leave our village and move to another place. This story is about 70 years ago, and at that time Neelabai was 10 years old. Okay, they lived in Aliar, Tando village, okay, of Aliar. Now it is in Pakistan. At that time, they suffered a lot. There was a lot of hustle bustle because they could not understand what is happening. Who? Nilabai. He was not able to understand what is happening because one day his father told them that they have to leave the village and they have to move to another place. I was sad to leave my village and my house. That was where I had all my friends. We all moved with family members in bullock cart. That too snatched at the border. Lastly, we reached near Dholavira at Kutch. Many people from our area also moved. People were saying that our country was being divided into two, that is India and Pakistan. Many people from India went to Pakistan just like we moved to India. For some time, we all stayed in a camp in big tents that were put up in a huge ground of Dholavira. Children, as you have seen my earlier video, when India divided into two, that is Pakistan and India, at that time people were asked to choose where they wanted to live, whether in India or in Pakistan. Those who wanted to stay in Pakistan, they stayed there, they lived there, and the people who wanted to live in India, they packed their bags and all stuff with all stuffs they moved into India. So Nilabai and his family chose to be in India. So they have to leave their house in Pakistan and they have to take their whole stuff with them, and they reached to India and Dholavira at Kutch. Okay. So many people from Dholavira Kutch, those who don't want to stay or live in India, they went to Pakistan. So vice versa. Okay. So Indian people, those who wanted to live in Pakistan, they moved to Pakistan, and the people from Pakistan, they wanted to live in India, they moved here in India. Okay. So many people from India went to Pakistan, just like this Neelabai and his family moved to India. Okay. For some time, these people, they stayed in a big camp in a big tent. Okay, so Indian government have gave them this facility to stay in big tents. Okay, and it was put up in a huge ground of Dholavira. A new home. One day, father told us that we had been given some land in Karcharia village. It is in Jairam Nagar. He said that we could build our house there. I was very happy. Father and mother worked hard to make the house. We children also helped. Father dug the soil and we quickly filled the pans and passed on to mother. Sister and mother mixed husk in it. Father constructed the walls. Can you see here? Mother and sister. She is mixing the husk. Okay. And father is constructing the wall. Isn't it? Now, we brought cow dung from nearby houses. Mother mixed it with the mud and coated the floor. She used to say, coating floor by this mixture would keep the insects away. Now, it was the turn for the roof to be made. Now, father made a frame by joining the branches of neem trees and bamboos. We put all old gunny bags on that and covered them with mud. Children, his father, what he was doing? He was constructing a wall. Okay. Then after wall, it's turned to make a roof. So what they have? Joining the branches of neem trees and bamboos. They made what? Their roof. And they put some old gunny bags on that and covered them with mud. Okay. And it was their roof. Nowadays, what do we have? We have terrace for the roof, isn't it? So we have cement, concrete and iron rod in our roof. So our roof is very strong nowadays, okay, compared to there. Most of the houses around our house were made like ours. It was just like our old house. I liked it the most. Now find out and write. Talk to anyone of the elderly persons of village. Visit him or her and find out when he or she was 8 or 9 years old. What were his or her experiences and write them. Where did she or he live? Name that place. So, they lived in village. The name of the village is Kondwa. These answers may differ from person to person. Okay, I have written my own experiences. Now you can write and you can ask to your elderly person and you can write that answers also. Okay. Now next is, from what material was her or his house made? Their house was made from mud, unbaked bricks and straw. The next is, did they have a toilet in their house? If no, where was it? No, they used to go to the outskirts of the village or their farm for toilet. In which part of the house food was cooked? The food was cooked in the courtyard and on a marchula. Courtyard is a angan of the house. Okay. A lot of mud was used when Nilabhai's house was made. Why? A lot of mud was used when Nilabhai's house was made because he was poor and materials like cement, sand, iron and bricks were not easily available in the village at that time. Okay. Now, Jairam Nagar is in Sami Taluka of Patan district. Children, can you look at Patan district and the Sami on the map? Let's see. This is the map of Gujarat. Can you look at where is the Patan? I can show you. Patan is just here. Okay, and now let's see the map of Patan. In this Patan's map, you can see this Sami. Okay, Sami Taluka is just here. Can you see this? This is Sami Taluka and Jairam Nagar is in this Sami Taluka. You will learn about Taluka and district in next classes, in next year. Okay. Change in the house. Time passed quickly. We worked hard and settled. Mother and father wanted me to get married now. I thought that before I got married, we should repair our house and build one more room. In those days, people in cities were using cement. They said that this made the houses stronger. We also thought that we would use cement. We used iron and cement for making the roof of the new room. Here, Nilabai's parent wanted him to get married. And what he thought? He thought, before I get married, I should repair the house and build one more room for us. Okay. So, those days, people in cities were using cement and iron rod. The same thing he wanted to use for his house. Okay. So, he wanted to make his roof also very strong with the iron and cement. In those days, unpacked bricks means bela were also available in the market. We made the walls with them. The use of bricks was beneficial. Now, we did not need to coat the wall. Once in a year, we would whitewash the walls. We also built a small kitchen in the courtyard. The kitchen had a mud chula and place to keep the vessels. Can you see this? Here is the place for keeping the utensils. Okay, and this is a mud chula. Earlier, as you seen in this chapter, the lady was cooking in the courtyard, in the open place. Now it is a kitchen, separate kitchen. Can you see this? Okay, so this is the difference between earlier and now Nilabai's time. Okay. Then I got married and my wife came to our new house. To cook, she used to sit on the floor in the kitchen. We all used to sit on mats in the kitchen and eat together. It was a happy time. Some people used to go out to field for toilet in those days. Some of the houses had a separate place for this. We also made a small toilet with unbaked bricks behind the house. Children, earlier the concept of toilet was not very common. People don't keep toilets in the house. Okay. So, what he did, Nilabhai built a toilet behind the house, not in the house. Okay. And more changes. My 7 sons and a daughter were born in that house. Time passed. The children completed their studies. 20 years ago, our daughter Zami got married and moved to Rafu village. When my son Lakha got married, we felt that we should get the house ready for the new bride. Children, this bela is one kind of stone which found from the mines at sea coast. Sea coast means Darya ka kinara, okay, which is used as bricks. So let us see what bela is. Can you see this picture? These are the stones, and this is the they give finishing to these stones. These stones are can be obtained from the mines at the sea coast, okay, and they use it to make the wall. By then, everyone was using baked bricks. We also use them for the walls, and instead of bamboo and roof tiles, we used iron, grit gravel and cement for a strong roof. Children, here grit gravel is black stones which are used, small black stones which are used to build the house. In the toilets, we put pipes to take away the waste. The kitchen was made bigger. Now Lakha's wife is using mud chulha rarely because she is cooking on gas stove. Now how we are, our mother is also cooking on gas stove, okay. So Lakha's wife, she has started cooking on the gas stove. Can you see the changing of the time, isn't it? Earlier the open kitchen, mud chulha, the lady was sitting outside in the courtyard and cooking. After that, Neelabai's wife, he was sitting in the kitchen and she was cooking on the mud chulha. But now Lakha's wife, she is having a big kitchen and she'll be cooking on the gas stove. So these are the changes come. Seeing new things. My grandson is now living separately and built his new house. He has to go for shopping in the city. There, the buildings are very huge. Many kind of facilities are found there. He is the son of a new generation like us. We are also of the new generation, isn't it? He built house with the facilities like toilets, kitchen, etc., which we find difficult to build up. Neelabhai was finding it difficult, but now Lakha Bhai and his generation, they are very fortunate. Why? Because these all facilities like toilets and big kitchens, everything is are there in their house. Okay. Few years ago, Lakha renovated the toilet and bathroom. He used colored tiles in the bathroom. Imagine spending so much money for a place to have a bath. I am now 80 years old. In all these years, I have seen so many changes even in my own house. I don't know where my grandchildren will want to live and how their house will be. What are the houses like in Aliar's Tando village today? This also he don't know. And I also think that where would my all friends be now? Now Neelabhai is too old, isn't it? Now he is 80 years old. So now he is recalling his childhood. Now he is thinking of how Aliar's Tando village will be today and how are the houses today, okay. And he is thinking of his friends. He is missing his friends. So he is thinking how where would my all friends be now. Now, which materials have been used in making your house? Children, these answers also may differ from person to person. You can write your own answer also. Baked bricks, cement, sand, iron, grit, tiles, glass, wood, etc. have been used to build my house. Find out the materials from which your friend's house is made. Is there any difference? Write about it. Yes, children. My friend's house is made from baked bricks, cement, sand, iron, grit, tiles, glass, wood, etc. Teakwood has been used to build his house. Children, teakwood is a very strong kind of wood. It is water resist and it is anti-termite also. So teakwood is too good to use for built in house. Okay. What kind of house do you think Neelabhai's grandchildren will live in? I think due to changing in times, Neelabhai's son Lakhabhai and Neelabhai's grandson will change the construction of the house and use bricks, cement, iron, grit, sand, wood and tiles to rebuild it. Now next is, where would you like to live when you grow up? What kind of house would you like? When I grow up, I would like to live in a city. I would like to live in a huge bungalow with all ultra-modern facilities for more comfort. You have written about the materials that your grandparents' house was made of. Has some of those materials been used in your house? Name them. Yes, my grandparents' house was made of bricks, cement, sand, grit, iron and wood. My house is also made of the same materials. people are given names according to the work they do. For example, a person who works with wood is called a carpenter. In your place, what do you call a person who works with wood? We are staying in Gujarat, so in our place, we call a person who works with wood is a mistri or a suthar. Now look at the picture and fill in the table. What kind of work is being done by different people here? So answer is, a potter is making various items, as you can see here, a potter is, okay, various items from clay on his wheel. The next is laborers are mixing sand, cement and water to make concrete for the building. Here you can see the laborers, okay. A mason is laying and plastering the wall with bricks and concrete. An electrician is doing some electrical work, as you can see here. A plumber is fitting various pipes to ensure proper flow of water. You can see an plumber also here. Now, which tools are people using in the picture? Write them in the given table. Now, we have to see the work, you have to see the tools and what is the person called, okay. So, let's see the work. Makes various things from the clay or a mud and he used wheel. The name of the person, we called him as a potter. Next is mixes cement, sand and water to make concrete. He used spade and tub. Can you see the spade here? Okay, and tub is here. Fine. The person is called laborer. Okay. The next is does the masonry of the house and he used mason's trowel and level. And the person is called mason. The next is does the electrical work of the house and he used tester, pliers, wires and drill machine. The person is called electrician. Now the next is fits various types of pipes, taps, etc. and he used pliers, spanners, drill machine. These are the tools he used and the person is called plumber. Now, do you know people who do these types of work? Visit them and get information about their work. Discuss it with your friends. You can go with your parents, visit them and you can ask them, okay? With your teacher or guardian, go to a place where a building is being constructed and give answers to this question. What is being built? A multi-story building is being built. How many people are working there? About 250 people are working there. What kind of work are they doing? So they are doing different types of works. The engineer's work is to see if the work is going on according to plan. Masons are laying bricks and plastering. Laborers are preparing concrete and reaching it to top floors with the service lift. Plumbers are fitting taps and pipes. Electricians are busy with electrical work. Carpenters are making doors and windows and fitting them in their appropriate places. Now, how many men and women are there? There are about 180 men and 70 women. How much money do these people get daily? Ask any one of or two of them. On asking couple of people, we found out that men are paid rupees 400 per day while women are paid only rupees 250 per day. What are the materials being used for making the building? Materials like bricks, cement, sand, grit, iron, wood, tiles, stone, marble, granite, etc. are being used to make the. Now, try and guess how many trucks of bricks and bags of cement will be used for making the building. My guess is that about 80 trucks of bricks and 4,000 bags of cement will be used for making the building. How do the material reach the building safe? By truck, handcart, any other vehicle? Just list them. Materials reach the building site by vehicles like trucks, tractors, trolleys, handcrafts, and mini trucks, etc. Find out the price of one bag of cement. It is of rupees 480 my place. This answers may differ from person to person. One brick is for rupees 7 and one truck or tractor of sand is rupees 5500. Ask a few other questions and write their answers. The question is, how much sand is mixed with the cement? And the answer is, 2 sacks of sand are mixed with 1 bag of cement. Who made the plan of the multi-story building being constructed? So answer is, an architect made the plan of the multi-story building being constructed. Now, over the 80 years, different materials were used at different times in Nilabai's house. List this in the correct order. Mud, then sawdust, cow dung, neem branches and jute sacks. Now next is unbaked bricks, cement or sand, iron and limestone. Now the next is baked bricks, iron, grit and cement or sand. Next is baked bricks or sand, iron and grit, cement or marble and colored tiles. Now let us make a house. Children, you can make a house with different kinds of material, okay, like mud, wood, paper, piece of cloth, shoe box, matchboxes and colors, okay, and made the different kinds of house. Let us see which different kinds of houses are. As you have studied earlier, this is the clay hut, okay, this is brick house, this is double story house, this is flats, these are flats, this is tent, this is a wigwam, a brick house, this is a log cabin made out of wood, this is a donkey cart house, it is not common here, this is house on stilts, here it is house on stilt, and this is grass hut, it is made up of grass only. This is houseboat and this is an igloo. You can make any model out of this and send the picture to your teacher. Okay. Thank you for watching the